What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction, I'm going to be checking out the latest music video from Sweden's very own Imminence. And the song that we're checking out is actually an acoustic rendition of their song Tentación, which was released on their last studio album, Heaven and Hiding. Now that album came out on November 26th, 2021 from A Rising Empire. And I had pre-ordered the thing and I listened to it from start to finish the day it came out. And it's a great record. I've listened to it many times since then. And if you haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend it, man. And I'll throw some links in the description of this video where you can go stream it or purchase it if you would like to support the band. Now, acoustic versions of their songs are really nothing new for Imminence. They have an entire EP that's acoustic covers of their 2019 album, Turn the Light On, and it's great. Their music actually seems very suited to have these acoustic styles written. There is one thing I'm curious about with this one, though. It's not called, like, Tentación Acoustic or anything like that. It's called Tentación, which is Spanish. So I'm really curious if this is just going to be a Spanish-style acoustic cover, or if they're actually going to convert the lyrics into Spanish, because that would be pretty damn impressive. But since I don't know anything else about this going in, let's just get it started. I will link this original music video in the description below. And today, I'm once again listening to Imminence, and for the very first time checking out their brand new music video for the song Tentación. Let's go! Spanish.
Esta vez no puedo escapar. Tentación, no podré parar para salvar mi vida. Tentación, esta es una batalla que tengo que pelear.
Oh, before that acoustic comes in, just the first thing I want to mention is Eddie's vocals, man. There was a lot of effects on the vocal to give it a really airy, vibey feel, and I really liked the touch on that. But not only that, some of the layers that were in there were really cool, man. At one point when he was singing, I noticed like another voice come in that sounded like it was 2 octaves down, and it just gave it another layer and dimension to it that was really cool. This is already really cool just in the first minute with the vibe that they're going for. I'm really, really interested in hearing this acoustic come in because I heard like that split second of it. So let's see what we get. The sound on it is so good with the effects and how it's mixed in there.
Tal vez podría ser un héroe, tal vez podría darlo todo. Es demasiado tarde para pedir perdón, ya estoy en el otoño. Necesito tomar el control. Escucha tu corazón ahora. Esta vez no puedo escapar. Tentación.
Oh, I like the violin that's coming up now. I mean, you got to throw that in there, right? Oh, that's it? Oh, we didn't talk about anything in that video. Kind of cool, though. So let's just go talk about it now. I'm actually a little surprised right now because for those of you that are used to the channel, you know we usually talk gear and production and stuff in the videos, but I was into that one and it just snuck by me and flew by before we even really talked about anything. So there are a few things on my mind. First of all, with the rendition of this into Spanish, I'm curious if Eddie has taken Spanish or does speak a little Spanish, or if he actually, you know, learned just for this song. Because to my ear, and I'm not a native Spanish speaker, I did take a lot of Spanish when I was younger and used it at some points in my life, but his accent sounded pretty good, man. I'd be curious to know from the viewers and the listeners that do speak Spanish as a first language, what they thought of this, because I thought it was delivered very well and I thought it sounded great. The overall vibe of it was awesome, man. There was something about the mix and the tones on the instruments that gave it a very roomy, airy vibe. Like, even Eddie's vocals and Harold, when he was playing the acoustic, it didn't sound like it was like directly plugged in a studio. It sounded like a room recording, if that makes any sense. And I really liked that. I thought it fit really good with everything that was going on. And speaking of Harold's acoustic, that's like the only thing in this video gear-wise I've really never seen from this band. I didn't get a perfect look at the headstock, but the logo looked like a Taylor. Most acoustic designs are very similar from a lot of different companies. There's Dreadnought designs and concert designs and stuff like that. To me, from the shots I saw, it looked like some kind of concert. It looked a little too slim to be a Dreadnought, but I could be wrong. I'll try and look in and maybe throw some pop-ups in there on that one. But it wouldn't surprise me if it's a Taylor, because Taylor is one of the biggest acoustic guitar manufacturers in the US, and they're very popular for a reason. They're great acoustic guitars. Bass-wise, same thing we've always seen, that Fender Jazz bass. And I loved that they actually had, you know, the drum pad in the video. For the recording of this song, it may not necessarily have been done on that drum pad. It could have been programmed, but that's exactly how they would probably do it in a live setting as well. So it was cool that they actually had it in the video. I thought this was rad, man. Like, I love hearing artists do renditions of their own songs in a different way because, you know, we get covers from other bands of stuff every now and then, but when you get to see an artist kind of cover their own song in a different way, it just gives you a little more peek into their musical mind of what they thought they could have done with the song, or another version of it that they hear in their heads. And this is really cool. I'm thinking because of this release, maybe we get an acoustic EP from Heaven and Hiding. That may have been announced already and I just didn't see it. I'll try and look into it. But if it hasn't, I would guess we might get that, because these are very cool acoustic versions of these songs, and I would love to hear some of the songs from Heaven and Hiding done acoustic. So once again, man, if you haven't checked out their last album, I would highly recommend it, and I just can't get enough of this band, man. I'm actually currently working on trying to get them on the podcast at some point, which would be really cool. I'll keep you guys, you know, in the loop on that one, but This was cool. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, comment, whatever. It's YouTube. You guys know how it works. But most importantly, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I'm on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server that a lot of us hang on. I have a Twitch that I stream on pretty frequently. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, I'll throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.